Meditation and money closely related. Meditation awakens you to the understanding, and putting that to action gives you the money. The first aspect which we have here is your basic needs. We have our basic needs: food, clothing, shelter, right? Then we need our security needs. Or tomorrow should be okay. Don't have to worry in the current about tomorrow. Then after this comes in your understanding about the society. So you want to be accepted in the society, in the community you are in, right? Cannot live in isolation. And then after this, you need to have your esteem, self-esteem needs. People should know me. I should become somebody who is belong to a society, who is a contributor, right? All these things. This is self-esteem. Final is the self-actualization. Yes, Maslow's theory. This is the pyramid. If this is not met, or if this is not met, or this is not met, even this not, how can we get this? Often the problem with people is people look at this as their first thing to be attended to. This is our goal. But we need to take our baby steps from here. Climb the ladder. Not just think, okay, I'm born, I'm this person, I'm directly here. And what's going to happen there? Slide. Then start from here, understanding who am I. So this is called as an identity crisis. It creates an identity crisis where they feel I'm here, I have so much of knowledge, I'm so elevated all the time, I'm happy when I meditate, I do everything, X, Y, Z. I can fast for months. And then health goes down. And what happens? Your basic needs, you will need a lot of nutrition. You will need a lot of support from the family. Often people who are on the spiritual path, they jump here. But this is the goal. Rome was not built in a day. It takes its own time. We need to have our building blocks. Foundation is strong, everything is strong. If your basic foundation here is strong, you will naturally be able to reap all this. Now, coming to basic needs. You have food, clothing, shelter. You have got good money with you. Okay? So there is financial freedom, security. With that financial freedom, you will get your social acceptance because you will be able to contribute to the people. You will be able to radiate out your knowledge, wisdom, money, everything to the society to make it a better place. When that is there, naturally your self-esteem is going to be elevated. And when this elevation happens, the next is you will only think, what is my purpose in life? So that was the reason I asked if you're hungry for a month or so, and then you say, I want to do this, I'm going to just meditate and be in that aha moment all the time, the body is going to come crashing, right? So this is the basic understanding of why we need to understand the concept of living on a practical pyramid. This Maslow's hierarchy of needs, I always say this is a practical pyramid we all need to have. Your identity, I'm going to create 3 pyramids today. Okay? This is a pedagogy. Okay. Now, first is the knowledge. How many of you feel that you have the knowledge needed to run your life? You are here, the very fact you are here for 21 days, all of you are full on with knowledge. Okay? This knowledge has to be applied. All of you agree to this? You have a lot of knowledge, but which is not put to practical use, which is not applied in your life. So where is it going to take you? Nowhere. Nowhere. Okay, now, now we have to see ability to analyze your knowledge. Only when you apply knowledge, you will know what is your ability to analyze that knowledge which you have. And when you analyze, you will be able to evaluate yourself as well as to the people whom you are sharing your knowledge. So this is on a personal level. Then we come to when you are sharing with others. And then comes creativity. Now, often people think that I'm very knowledgeable and they set in an Biggest problem, right? This comes in, I'm so knowledgeable. Oh, I can do anything. And everything is a possibility for me. But you do and see whether it's really a possibility, right? An athlete cannot sit at home, visualize, and say, oh, I'm going to be the gold medalist in the Olympics. If he goes on the track, he knows whether he really has that which will take him to the being a gold medalist. So, this particular aspect, knowledge, it is there everywhere. You go to Google, you will have a lot of knowledge. But what you do with it is what makes you. So, here application will help you create an identity. What is it that I become when I apply this knowledge? And when you analyze, it makes you a researchers to know how much I know, what I know, how I know, for whom it is valuable, and where is it going to take me. All these questions will be answered there. And then when you evaluate, you come to a conclusion of what is the knowledge that you have. Is it something which is needed now? Is it the knowledge which is going to take me somewhere? Is it the knowledge which is just there for me to have it in my head? Create an ego? What is it that you're doing with that knowledge? And finally, when all these steps are done with and you've reached this level, you get into a state of creativity. And when you are in the state of creativity, what happens? You are able to give, you create something. And when you create something, what happens? You are able to give it to the world. And because it was not existing earlier, people, you become a rarity. It becomes a USB, and then you become a star in your field. How many of you want to become a star in your field? Only so many stars. If you already are become a bigger star, become the sun. There's no limitations. The biggest problem is we often think that how can we think big? How can we dream big? Right? All of you are stars anyway. Now it's time to become the sun. Shine bright and radiate your knowledge to the world to make it a better place. Knowledge is always to create something which makes the world a better place and not something to disrupt. Life runs on demand and supply. No other concept. The whole of the universe runs on demand and supply. Having the knowledge which is needed right now is most important rather than having a knowledge which will be needed, which was needed 100 years ago.